Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Tron on the play for game one. Let's take a look at our opening hand. Okay. So we'll keep this. This is potentially Tron on 3, but likely Tron on 4. We'll go mine and pass. And pass. Tis a Blood Crypt into Mako. Is this Hollow One? Been a while since I've seen Hollow One. Minus Tez, we'll grab a map and pass. Scalding Tarn, fetch 17, Blood Crypt Shock 15. Do you have a Burning Inquiry? Faithless Looting, okay, no Burning Inquiry, like that. Would rather not get Burning Inquiry. Bowmaster, Bowmaster. Five left in hand. Haven't seen Hollow One. Oh, there it is. It's only a matter of time. So Tezzeret hits. No, they're gonna go for me. Okay, that's fine. Down to 17, so they're gonna rush me down. Second main. Looking at 7 damage down to 10. End step, draw. Second map. Well, let's play the tower. We'll play the map. Tezzeret trigger. We could play the other map, but I kind of want to hold it in case they have Burning Inquiry and they pitch things away. I kind of want these Karns, if at all possible. Alright. No reason to zero here. We'll simply pass. Alright, do we survive the turn is the question, or does opponent have the win on 3? Are we a turn too slow? Opponent down to 14, crack the Scalding Tarn for a mountain. Do you have Blood Moon main? There's FOMO, no haste though. Unless you have a Phoenix Wonder. Is in your graveyard and you control library creatures? Or an island. You don't control an island. So this is 8. Yes. Down to 9. Nethergoyf. End step. Crack the map for power plant. Draw. Okay, so let's play the power plant. Mindstone is mana neutral. Let's start with Karn. I feel like we want to go Karn into Bridge. Should I have played the map last turn? We may have wanted to, actually. Because now I think we're going to be a bit short. Because we can Mind Stone, tap on tap 3. That means Hollow One and Mako can't attack, but Nethergoyf and FOMO can. The other option is what? EE for 1 clears Nethergoyf Mako, but still leaves Hollow One and FOMO. I mean, I think we have to go for Bridge. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, so we'll play the Mind Stone. Trigger. Tap. Untap. Minus. Yes. For Bridge. Oh, no, we're fine. Never mind. So that's 5. Bridge. Map. Pass. The only thing that should be able to attack here is FOMO. We'll pass. I forgot, you know, Tron lands. Bloodstained Mire, fetch 13. Well, they have flying, but they can't attack, except for FOMO. FOMO can attack. 3 mana. Looting. Only 2 types in Yard now. Next turn we can play Ugin. Get rid of the FOMO. Mako grows 3 types in Yard, 1 short of Delirium. Imagine FOMO attacks me. I was gonna say attacks Karn, but attacks me down to 7. 2 cards left in hand. Second main. I mean, next turn we can clear their board. 7, 8, 9, 12. We draw. Play the tower. Return Ugin to hand. Ugin, exile the Mako. That leaves me with 4, 5, 8. So at this point, we can... we can do a few things. Let's Ugin plus gain some life. So we'll go Mind Stone, exile FOMO. And FOMO will scoop it up. We'll take the win. Thank you, Tezzeret. Okay, as far as this deck goes, been a while since I've played against Hollow One, but I feel like I remember them having a lot of 1 mana value spells, so the Chalice might still be okay. Debating on whether or not we want EE in. The Relic is also decent here. Yeah, Relic seems fine. Like, EE's a thought, but the only way we get EE on 1 is with a Swamp, so we probably want to hold them aside. It's not Affinity. Honestly, I think we just probably run it back as is. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, there's Chalice, K-Command, Map. Looks decent. We'll keep. Reveal Devourer and pass. Bloodstained Mire, fetch 19. Blood Crypt Shock 17. Nethergoyf. Trigger. There's mine. Cast map, pass, and pass. Cycle Street Wraith down to 15. Faithless Looting. Nethergoyf is a 2/3. I mean, if it gets big enough, we can always K-command it. We see a Detective's Phoenix in Yard. We actually might go for the K-command line instead. We'll see, though. Faithless Looting, FOMO, Faithless Looting, Hollow One, Theater Surveil, Mako to Yard. Nethergoyf will hit me for 4 here, down to 16, down to 8 as of right now. End step, draw Mind Stone. I think we're fine going for Tron here. Famous last words. Let's see. Right now we're 8 down to 8. Fetch Bloodstained Mire down to 14. Steam Vents Burning Inquiry. That will resolve. Tezzeret Temple Lab, and they got me the power plant. Alright. Opponent still has 4 types in Yard, 2 in hand. And my Ugin did stick, thankfully. Second Nethergoyf. And another Inquiry or a Looting? Oh no, there's the Detective's Phoenix, which means we take 12, 14, down to 2. Yeah. Well, this got more complicated, didn't it? End step. We don't need to crack the map right now. I will draw power plant, Ugin. So we need a ground blocker. So let's get rid of Phoenix. Let's get rid of the Phoenix. Yield all. Zero. We can K command X equals 1. Ramp and exile Nethergoyf. And done. Yield all. I wonder if in retrospect I should have ramped and exiled the Looting in Yard. That may have been right. We'll pass at this point and hold. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. They can Looting, but that would be their entire turn. I guess they have 2 Lootings here. They do, so I guess the exile Looting would not do much. They have 3 Lootings, in fact. Red. Wait, what? Oh, they had a Phoenix in hand. Shit. Yep, we'll scoop it up. Not much we can do about that. Damn. Concede. It's like, what's happening here? Okay. Well, let's cut out the gemstone. Do we want to bring anything in? I guess we're bringing anything in. We'll bring in a ballista. On the play for game 3, I will keep. We're looking specifically for a Tron land to reveal all 3 Devourers. I suppose we can guarantee it at that point. Of course, we're going to see it in the first one. There's mine. There's mine. Make sure we haven't exiled any others now. The only thing we've exiled so far is Tower. And mine. Power plant, map, and pass. And pass. Scalding Tarn fetch 19. Steam Vent Shock 17 for Mako. We'll draw, mine, pass. Blood Crypt Shock 15. And holding. Interesting. Down to 19. Nethergoyf. End step. Crack the map. For Tower. Alright. We draw. A bit weird. I mean, I guess there's a non-zero chance they play Consign on the side. Maybe we just go Devourer and devour the Mako. Yeah, I'll just devour and devour the Mako. Yield all. Sure enough, there was the Consign. We'll pass. And pass. Street Wraith. 3 types in Yard. Maybe I should have went for the Nethergoyf. Arena of Glory. Inquiry. Well, that's kind of rude. Hit a Devour, hit an Ugin. We do have a redraw off of the Relic. Not to mention that will shrink the Goyf. Though we're going to exile with the Devour anyway, so a bit of a moot point. Go down to 15. 2 cards in hand, we'll draw. K command's pretty good here. We can exile the Hollow One, as well as Relic Shrink the Goyf. Yes. That is a thing we can do. Let's... how do I want to do this? Let's start with K command the Hollow One. Scry draw, exile the Hollow One. And done. I guess we don't have to do that now. Yeah. So in that case, we'll play the Relic. Let's crack the Relic, shrink the Nethergoyf. And there's Chalice. We'll hold up K command. Bolt target me down to 12. End step. And scry draw, exile the Hollow One. Done. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright, solid win against Hollow One. We'll be back for match number 2. Alright, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We can keep looking for Tron land off top, otherwise a soul land, ideally a temple, not temple, a lab rather. It's a Birds of Paradise, the fresh what? When is the last time I have seen a godforsaken Birds of Paradise? That is highly unusual. Verdant Catacomb fetch 17. What are you playing of birds? Godless Shrine Shock 15. Birthing Ritual with birds? Cauldron Familiar Samwise? That looks to be Samwise. So I might have to play this relic here. Gilded Goose. Didn't find the Sam. Tower. In that case, I'm going to pass and pray they don't have the Sam. Or the Viscera Seer. I mean, next turn we can either Karn for Cage or Relic. Probably both, honestly. Okay, well that's a problem. Do you have, or do you find the Sam? If you do, you win. Maybe I should have went with the Relic. Ooh. Gilded Goose trigger. Crack the map. For Power Plant. Do you have Besiju? You have Besiju. We'll grab a swamp and draw Chalice. Cauldron Familiar says return this card. We'll play the Power Plant. I will cast a map. Play Relic. And Relic target you. Unfortunately, it might not matter. We'll pass. They found a land for turn. Fetch 15. I'm not sure if they actually wanted to fetch unless they have the Sam. Corda calling for 2 for Sam. If I crack the Relic, they just bring back the Familiar. Right? I don't think I actually have an out here. I really need that Grafdigger's Cage off Karn. Because at this point, yeah, we crack the Relic, they then Cauldron Familiar. We'll see if they play it out correctly. There's the Sam. Because they have 2 food, it matters. If they only had 1 food, it'd be a different story. End step, ritual trigger. Sacrifice the goose for a Cauldron Familiar. That will resolve. Sam will trigger. You get a 3rd food. Cauldron Familiar. I mean, at this point, yeah, they have demonstrated that they know for a fact they win. We'll scoop it up. So I'm going to want Grafdigger Cage, probably over the Chalice. Gemstone. We could also bring in Pithy Needle. I guess Needle effects can name familiar, which is relevant. Grafdigger's in, I like. Yeah, I'll say probably Needle or Chalice in. Actually, I think Needle's probably the better bet. I guess we also could go the Stonebrain, and Stonebrain naming Sam does do work, but might be better on the side. Let's run it back like this. Yeah, the Besage was backbreaking. I will keep. We'll go for an early TKS. Imprint Ugin, cast Mindstone, pass, and pass. Temple Garden Shock for birds. We draw. K command is pretty good. Let's get Perfect Knowledge with TKS. Sam, Viscera, GSE. The GSE is pretty pointless. We take out the Cauldron Familiar here. Yes. Familiar out and pass. Yeah, I also have a Besaju. Rude. Green. GSC for 0 for Dryad Arbor. And if you're going to play GSC, probably play a 1 of Arbor. I'd be surprised if you didn't. What say you, opponent? Plays the Besaju. That's good news for me. Do you play the Sam Viscera? Thankfully, GSC can't grab Familiar. Green for Court of Calling. GSC 2. Oof. Turns off the Mind Stone. That's fine. We'll play Temple or Tower. X equals 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, the Mind Stone turns off the ability for Oog unless we exile the Oof. We'll play the Temple, go to combat, swing for 4. We can ignore the Oof for right now, though depending on how they play their next turn, we can exile it and ramp for 3, which will then have us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Ugin. Tis an option. Now, one thing I will say, Ugin alone might not be the best option, though. It does allow us to dig. Currently, they have 3 known, 2 unknown cards, but they have 2/3 of the combo, which is the concerning part. There is Sam. Do they play the Viscera Seer? They do. They haven't played a land for turn. 1, 2, 3. So as much as I want to go after the oof, I recognize there is a distinct possibility if they have a land in hand and a Court of Calling. Actually, is Court of Calling 3 or 4 green? It is 3 green. In response to K command, I guess we can still actually go for the oof though, can't we? So I'm going to ramp and exile because I'll still take him off of 3. And done. Oof down. Viscera Seer will hit board. And we'll draw. There's Karn. Let's take a look at the sideboard. You know, they have a second salmon hand. And then 2 unknowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to return Ugin to hand. Ugin. Exile the Viscera Seer. They'll sacrifice its Scry. Yep, we'll yield all. And then I think we 0 for the Mind Stone to exile the Sam. And exile Sam, forcing them to have to replay Sam. Then we'll go to combat, swing for 4. So I don't think they have enough mana for Sam into Void Mirror. I mean, that's not bad. K command, Ugin plus, draw a card. We have Tron. Well, let's crack a Mind Stone, Karn, crack a Mind Stone. Well, in that case, I'm going to cast Karn, trigger Ugin, exile birds, go to combat, hold up K command for instant speed removal. Even if I can't resolve anything, I can still exile your creatures. There's Sam. Passing draw. We'll draw. Looking for a swamp. There's a map. We'll cast the map and exile Sam. Play the mind. Go to combat. Swing for 4. Down to 2 and hold the K command. When we'll scoop it up, we'll take the win. Good to know they have a Void Mirror. Now, why the hell they're playing Void Mirror, I do not know. We bring in the Gemstone. I mean, Cage Needle Relic all seem good. Dismember's good. I will trim... Ugin's good. All his does is kind of meh. But Sire's 7 Death might be more so. Let's run it back like this then. I mean, we can make it work. I will keep, I will reveal, I will pass. Overgrown Tomb, shock 18 for Thoughtseize, takes the map. It was a risky keep, admittedly. Map down, Devourer trigger. Finds Cage Power Plant. I mean, we could try and high roll with the Power Plant. The thing is, we would only have 4 hits off the top for whatchamacallit? Mine. Yeah, that's so unfortunate, that turn 1 Thoughtseize. Other options go Tower, Cage. It turns off Birthing Ritual, turns off their combo. I think Cage is probably the safer bet, but now we are going to struggle a bit on lands, most likely. Yeah, thought Seals was brutal. Is that a Sam? It's an oof. Okay. Well, I mean, in that case, no, I guess we would have been able. No, a little bit weird then. I feel like they shouldn't have grabbed the map. Oh my god, seriously? We'll play the mine. I guess we should have high rolled it. Because we drew into the mine. If we had picked up the power plant, we would have had Tron next turn. Alright, would like a soul land or a power plant here. No, they play Voidmere at this point. Almost will be certainly GG's. Definitely surprised to see Voidmere. But been an interesting league so far. Hollow one in match 1 and Samwise for match 2. Definitely not meta decks. What say you, opponent? Holds, Ugin. I mean, we pass at this point. I mean, I don't think Voidmere is a legitimate threat, to be completely honest. In a world where Endurance targets self, and target me, shuffles away the map, that's fine. In a world where Affinity is still heavily played, I just think Voidmere oftentimes, at least the majority of decks, is just a worse Vexing Bauble, unless you have something like Lab, which most decks don't, unless you're, Eldrazi. So I don't know. I don't think Voidmere is a real threat right now. That being said, I should have high rolled and I should have pulled the power plant with Devourer because then we would have had Tron, we would have had Ugin, we would have had Karn. This game would have been over, but instead I went for the Cage, thinking that maybe it'll give us some turns, and now we're getting ultra punished for it. 3, 6, down to 7. One more card and you have lethal on board next turn. Otherwise we get a turn to maybe turn this around. Thoughtseize. I mean, I have a handful of castables if I just find the power plant. Probably want to take the TKS here, would be my thought. Yeah. I don't think it's going to matter, though. Well, I guess it does matter if I draw into a temple right now. At this point, I need to draw specifically into power plant. That's going to be pretty tough to do. 3 hits off the top, 48 cards left in library. And draw. We'll concede. Should have high rolled. And we got punished for not playing the odds. Alright. Well, we'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. We'll keep 8 hits off top. Power plant, map, and pass. And pass. Sacred Foundry Shock, is this energy? It's a rag, likely energy. But I'm gonna call, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Got a phone call from my vet about my cat that I need to take. I was hoping to see a different Tron land there off the draw. That's why I didn't crack the map. I was hoping to increase my potential odds of finding that. But maybe I should have just went for the Tezzeret last turn. I was a little bit distracted. We could go Karn here just to kind of have him focus in on Karn. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of use Karn as a bit of bait. We can even put the map up. I'm going to say probably not. I want to keep this map there and just pass. I mean, basically, it was Karn's basically reading at this point 6 mana, or 4 mana gain 6. We just need to buy some time for this dust, if at all possible. Ragavan at me? Really? You're leaving the Karn on board unless you have a discharge in hand? Interesting. Yeah, so you must have a discharge in hand. That's the only explanation I have. No, going at me instead. Fascinating. Only 2 at Karn. So they must have a way to flip a Johnny. My guess would be a bombardment. Flip a Johnny. Ragavan will pilfer. Finds a flesh rake. The treasure's offline at least. Is that a bombardment? It's a voice. Interesting. No respect for the Karn. Either that or they thought they could use the treasure, but they can't because of Karn. I think my opponent may have misplayed. Elegant Parlor Surveil. Ocelot Pride trigger. They do have City's Blessing, though. Well, there's map number 2. So we can crack the map, grab a mine. Let's grab mine. What you doing back there, Turtle? Turtle's splashing about. Grab the mine, play the mine. We have 3 mana. EE won't cut it. Yeah, at this point, how do we proceed? Actually, EE might be okay, but the thing is it hits the cats, which means flips a Johnny. I suppose we could minus Karn for Ballista. No, I don't think we can even do that. Alright, let's go map. I think we have to hold this, and then we'll just plus on a treasure. And pray we survive the turn to dust. Combat. Swing all at me. Yep. Down to 3. Ragavan pilfers once again. If they have a way to flip a Johnny, they win. I guess the other option is we could have, yeah, we could have minus Karn for Needle, maybe? Problem is if we had done that, there's no way we could dust is the problem, but yeah, maybe Karn minus for Needle. May have been the better choice. Either that. Well, I guess we can't do flute. So yeah, probably minus card for needle. Relic is okay. Gemstone. I would say gemstone out. We can bring needle in. Keep chalice in. Throw it on my guy. Why do you only do this when I'm streaming? It's like he knows. Alright. Let's run back like this and hopefully do a bit better now that I'm a bit more focused. And we'll keep Reveal Devourer, because I definitely feel like I could have played last game a bit tighter, but I was a little bit elsewhere. Ugin, Allah's Dust, Lab. We could pitch all. That is an option, but I think I'll grab the Lab. Power plant map and pass and pass. Arid Mesa down to 16. Sacred Foundry Shock 17 for a rag. Yeah, reasonably one of the worst starts in my experience. So do I imprint Devourer and play the Fleshraker? I think I have to. We'll pass. Do they have a discharge is the question. Rogvan will attack. The only issue I have here is if they have a Blood Moon in hand or even a Charma, we kind of have to block. I don't want to, but I think I have to there. Double Ocelot Pride. We'll draw. In that case, we will crack the map for a mine, play mine, cast map, and pass and pass. Take 2 down to 18, double trigger, make 2 cats. Paying cost for a Johnny. We can exile Johnny of Devourer, we'll draw. Excuse me. Crack the map for tower, play tower, devour, a Johnny. Yes, let's get rid of a Johnny while we can. We have a blocker on board. And pass. Next turn we can... Let's see. We have 9-11. No, we're short on Karn into Battleship. Blood Moon. Well, we got a body on board. So that's a good start. Play the mine. Cast Karn. Now we could minus Karn EE for 1. Clear the Prides next turn. That is a consideration. Otherwise, we can also... I think we just plus here. Plus and pass. Next turn we can EE for 1, clear the Prides. Otherwise, we can always go for a Liquid Metal, start stripping the snow-covered plains, take them off of white. If nothing else, that is an option. So I definitely had to turn to Blood Moon of Faragavon, so I'm glad that I blocked when I did. No, wish we had the another Johnny, which means these cats are pseudo unblockable. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of a problem. I have to block. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to block the cat. But then a Johnny just going to or to 0. Oh, this sucks. That a Johnny just kind of threw things out of the window. Maybe we should have minus Karn. We would have been able to block and keep Karn unless it was the Johnny. It had to specifically be a Johnny in this instance. How do we proceed? If I block, they just will destroy the Karn, most likely. Because then they can destroy the Devourer next turn. If we let them eat the Karn, then what? They make a board full of cats? This is not looking good, no matter how I look at it. No blocks. Karn down. Pride's trigger. Yeah, no, that just looks like GG's. We play a lab for turn. We play the Mind Stone. We saw Allah's Dust earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, at this point, I don't foresee a way out. I've always struggled with the energy matchup. Energy matchup always has felt bad with Tron. And more so now with main deck Blood Moon. There's Guide. And Clarion Conqueror on top of which. Well, that's what I get for passing through my turn. Yeah, we're just going to scoop it up. We got nothing. We got nothing. Alright. We'll be back for match number 4. Alright, we're back for match number 4 on the play for game 1. I'll keep. Opponent will walk in down to 6, down to 5. We'll reveal Devour, earn trigger. What do we find with Devourer? Finds Power Plant, K command, and map. We'll grab. We could go map. I do find that a bit interesting. Otherwise, the K command is probably the better play. We'll go Temple, pass, and pass. Yeah, as much as I wanted the map to try and wheel into Tron, I think it is safer for us to go for the K command. Opponent is tinkin'. What you tinkin' about, opponent? They mulligan down to 5. They drew a card, and now we're kind of just sitting. Alright, well, We'll take a quick pause and return once opponent has passed priority. Alright, opponent passed priority. Cracked Wooded Foothills. He is fetching. Stomping Ground, Shock 17, Springleaf Drum. Broodscale? Potentially. We'll pass. We'll pass. Yeah, it could be Broodscale. Yep, Broodscale. He's a Brood. Finds a temple, plays the temple, passing draw, Tezzeret. We could TKS here. I think we do. TKS ETBs finds Rumble Flesh. I will take the Rumble. And pass, and pass. I will say, if they besiege you my temple, that would hurt. I mean, you can Flesh Raker, hold up heat. We have Relic and Chalice. You found another Rumble. Seriously? Thoughtseize bug much? Imagine you choose the Blade. Choose Commercial District. So now you can tap it red heat, draw a card. And then Commercial District. Yes. Keeps it on top, we'll draw. There's Tower. They still have Beseiju, though. Well, that makes it complicated. We'll play the Tower, and I think we hold the K command here. Another option, of course, is Tezzeret -4 a map, but I think we hold. Because they could have the win right now. Paying cost. One unknown. So they don't have the win then. Because if they have the brew, they don't have the blade. K command X equals 3 here. End step K command. And done. There's mine. Fleshraker Temple. I will bottom, top, and draw. Do you besiege you now to shuffle away? Wooded Foothill fetch for a forest, besiege you. Yes. Yes. Swamp. And draw. Relic. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will play the mine. We could play Ugin here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus. Yeah, let's do that. Ugin. No targets. Yield all. 0. Tezzeret. Trigger. Yield all. Tezzeret. 0 on Mindstone. Relic. Ugin. Yield all. Tezzeret trigger. Go to your upkeep. Paying cost for K command. X equals 3. Yep. Zero top 3 bottom draw. And upkeep. Relic. Clear your yard. And pass. There's Flesh Rake. There's Brood. If you somehow found Brood Blade off the top 2, I swear. Adapt. Draw. Tezzeret. So we can Tezzeret minus for Tron. Let's first Ugin plus another Tezzeret minus Tezzeret for map. Trigger map. Crack the map for tower. Play tower. I mean, we have the K command. We can get rid of Brood here. We don't know what that last card is. The other option is to Tezzeret into Chalice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to pass and hold. There are 3 short of Emrakul. Oof. Rumble. There's the blade. Do you choose the blade? Yes, that would make sense. Trigger the flash. Plays the blade. Yield all. You go to equip the blade. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In response, we will exile Scrydraw. And done. We kind of don't want any of this, to be honest. Bottom all. Draw TKS. Brood down. Equip to the flash. And at this point, we're going to pass in full. Flesh can clock me for 6, 8. It can't kill the Ugin. But it can hit the Tez. We'll draw. Ugin plus draw. Crack the Mind Stone, draw. Oh boy. What can we do here? I think we have to TKS. I need to see if they have an Emrakul in hand, because if they do, we kind of need to stop them from doing that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. In that case, I will play a Mind Stone. And crack, draw, another Mind Stone. We'll play the Mind Stone. And I guess at this point, we'll just hold. And on the end step, we'll crack the Mind Stone. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to play around that Emrakul, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, we're good. Okay. How much damage is theoretically? So let's say they drew into a K command. Let's say theoretically... Okay, never mind. Can I give them another card? No, I can't, right? There's no world where I can give them another card. Because if they draw into the Brood, we lose. It's worth the Ugin taking the hit. We are not going to block. Ugin down to 8. End step. We're going to crack the Mind Stone. There's a K command. We'll draw. Sire. Ugin will draw. Another sire. In that case, we will cast Sire Tezzeret. We can go Tezzeret, go Chalice for 2, and that stops them from playing the Brood. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I also feel like I need a K command at some point soon. Because, I mean, if they had an Emrakul in hand, they would have played it. If they had a Brood in hand, they would have played it. So, if we get rid of the Fleshraker and their Yard, that seems reasonable. Yes. The other option is just to dig. You know, let's just go digging. Let's just go digging. For 12. Trigger. Yield all. Bottom the lands. You found the Karn. Devourer bottom. One Karn bottom. So we found Karn. We have 12 available. Fleshraker bottom, TKS bottom. Let's go top, top, draw. Cast Karn. Done. Yield all. The flesh rate grows, but that's fine. Blade is attached. We can minus Karn. Yes. We can grab Leveler. Do I care about Leveler right now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 13. They still have 13, though, is the only problem I see here. So yeah, we could level the Fleshrake. Though maybe the Battleship is better. Yeah, let's do that. Go Battleship. It does give them an extra draw, but I think that's fine right now. Yield all. Oh, it's not fine. I forgot, it's non-creature. Whoops. That's a whoops. That's a big whoops. Pop that. Yep, that's messed up on my part. I completely forgot about that. I was thinking everything else, and I just messed that up big time. Ugh. Yeah. Alright. Punish me for that one, because I straight up forgot about that. Been a while since I played the Battleship. I was thinking like, okay, Battleship can hit the Flesh Raker, they were fine after, yada yada yada. But now they can attack Karn, so if they drew in the Brood, they win. Ugh. That's such a bad play on my part. Saga trigger. Brood attack Karn, I'd imagine. Yep. At least we're not dead yet. Draw. Dismember. Ugin plus. Draw. Mind Stone. So, how do we proceed at this point? We need a blocker. That much is certain. Ugin, done. Yield all. We have Dismember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can Tezzeret. Trigger. Yield all. And Mind Stone. Hold up Dismember. Yield all. So what we can do then is station the Sire. Tezzeret. Untap. Hold up Dismember. Smacking the face for 10 in the air. We should be able to claw this back somehow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine. 4 short. We have Dismember for Brood. K command X equals 3. Yep, that's fine. Now I'll push them up to 5 types in Yard. And I guess Battleship would be so much better if you're able to hit any permanent and then deal 4 damage. That would be kind of insane. 5. Yield all. And Second Blade is good, but doesn't save them. Yield all. Goes the combat. Swings for 23. Block with the Sire. Go to blocks. We block. Sire down, but we got there. Okay. Well, let's not play sloppy, shall we? Relic, Chalice. Chalice out. I would say Pithy Needle in. They have Beseiju, so we can't cut the swamp. Allah's Dust is not doing much. We could instead bring in Fluter Brain. Pithial Relic is correct. Dismember, yes. I mean, to be fair, that battleship almost killed me. I severely misplayed that one. I forgot that is non-creature permanent versus Leveler, which is non-land permanent. I kind of blended the two together and almost punted. Thankfully, it did not matter, but it could have. It could have very easily have mattered. Yeah, I have half a mind to bring in Brain, but I'm not entirely sure it's necessary. I'll bring in Ballista and run it back. Alright. That's a mulligan. A 7-mana value spell would have changed that. 8 hits off top, we'll keep, pitch a Tez, and done. And pass. Wooded Foothill fetch 19, Surveil. We draw. Devourer, you are a turn late. We'll pass and pass. I need a land here. Soul Land would be ideal. 2 Brood. That is not what I wanted. We'll play the Mind Stone and pass. Maybe I should have cracked that for a temple. Stomping Ground tap. Might for green. Hit the Mind Stone or the map? Hit the map, that's fine. 4 in hand we draw. So we could Tezzeret here. We'll play Mind Stone and pass. And pass. Yeah, missing our land drops, not ideal. Brood adapt, okay. So I was trying to go for the beatdown, it looks like. On the 15, we have K command in hand to get rid of the Brood. Yeah, I definitely should have held the map instead of playing the Mind Stone the turn prior, because we could have gone for Temple, K command X2. There's Blade. There's Mine. Hold up the K command. Saga trigger. Go to equip. In response, I will ramp and exile. And done. Brood down. Blade fails to equip. TKS should hit the Tezzeret, but I guess either hits the Ugin, that's fine. Because now we can Tezzeret, yield all, minus for map, Tezzeret trigger, crack. For power plant, play the power plant, hold K command, Saga trigger. Do you have another Brood? Stirrings, digging for Brood. Finds Temple. Plays Temple for turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ugh. Blade equip. Resolves. Go to combat. We'll take the 4 down to 11. Attacking Tez is fine. Paying cost for Damp Sphere. In response, I will ramp and exile the TKS. Do I want to ramp exile or ramp And scry draw. Let's ramp scry draw. Mindstone bottom. There's Dismember. So I'm thinking 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 short. We'll have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Okay. So let's go top, 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 and draw. Damp Sphere and draw. Main. One, two, three, four. Karn. Karn minus. ES. For Leveler. Pop the TKS, sealed all. I'll draw an extra card. I'll get a Power Stone. Yield all. There's Dismember. We'll pass. Next turn we can pop the Damp Sphere. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 short. Pith Needle named Karn is fine. We have the Battleship. Or not the Battleship, the Leveler to pop the Needle. Well, it's kind of a moot point. Chooses Ugin. Interesting. Stirrings. Finds Emrakul. But they don't have enough this turn. Thief hits Karn. Okay, that makes more sense now. We'll draw. Flesh Rake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In that case, let's go to combat. Swing, trigger, pop the thief. We'll draw a card. Right now I don't care about the Damn Sphere. In fact, I want that to stay where it is for right now. We'll get a draw. There's the TKS. So now we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. TKS. Well, I guess if I go... No, I can't. Yeah. If I had one more mana, then we could go flash into TKS, but we can't. So we'll go TKS. We'll grab the Emrakul. You have the heat. Heat's fine. I'm not exactly too pressed on that. They'll get an extra draw. Target's the Thought-Knot Seer. You get a redraw. We're holding up Dismember. Saga Trigger. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 short. Pick. Sacrifice an artifact. We'll sacrifice the Mind Stone. We'll draw. Go to combat. Attack with full Devourer. Honestly, I think I just hit the Blade of the Blood Chief at this point. Hit the Blade. Flesh Raker. And pass. And hold. You can make a construct. We can pop it so it's a non-issue. We have Dismember. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still too short. The Damn Sphere actually helping me ensure that they can't cast an Emrakul. Hence why we haven't gone for it. We're just kind of taking our time. And I think this should end up being GG's. There's TKS. TKS will enter. In response, we'll dismember it. We'll take a Devourer, and we'll pass, and that is lethal. So play the power plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to combat. Attack with Leveler. Trigger target. At this point, we could hit the Pithing or Needle or the Damn Sphere. We'll hit the Damn Sphere. You'll make a construct, and that's fine. It is a 6/6. You'll block, and we'll shrink it. And shrink. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. And dead. Alright, we got there. Played pretty sloppy there in game one, I'll be honest. My head is definitely not in the game today. I feel like I'm just tired, which would check out. Did not get much sleep last night. GG's. I tried to say GG's, but I could not. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll be back for match number 5. Alright, back for match 5. On the draw for game 1, we'll keep. But I'm looking down to 6. We're on the draw, right? Yes, we're on the draw. Me pressing 6 going, wait, are we on the draw? Would not be the first time that I have thought I was on the draw, was on the play, press 6, and then got absolutely punished by skipping my first turn. Would not be the first time. Honestly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened today. With how space cased I am right now. Alright, but I'm looking at a 5. What? Oh. Is this mono red Belcher? This might be mono red Belcher. Alright, we'll pass. Legion Stronghold. Yeah, Belcher's... Yeah, it is. It is mono red Belcher. Oh, what the fresh what? Never mind. I'm wrong. What the... What is happening here? What is happening here? What is... Huh? Huh. Is it just goblins? Is it budget goblins? But why the MDFCs? Huh. Paid for the Echo. Huh? Huh. I'll take the 2. Crack map for power plant. Power plant? We draw. Let's play Flesh... I want to know what I'm playing against. Let's play Flesh Raker. Like, normally I play Ugin here, but I think we play Flesh Raker in the TKS. Always yield. Always yield. Trigger. Targets. Always yield. Oh. It is Belcher. But why? Why the Mog War Marshal? Huh. Weird. Belcher? Maybe I should have grabbed the Desperate Ritual? Maybe? I don't think... I don't know no more. Relic? Trigger? And... pass. Like, if they go Ritual into Ironcrag, I'm kind of okay with this. So I guess next turn we could go Tezzeret into Chalice on 2. Yeah. Fascinating. Valakut Awakening. Draw 3. Plays a land. I don't imagine you attack. End step, crack the relic. We'll target you. I don't think we need to crack the relic right now. So it is mono red Belcher. Play the mine. Cast Ugin. Target the War Marshal, yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2. So if we go... I guess we should go Ugin 0. Tezzeret. Exile the Goblin. Yield all. Tezzeret minus for Chalice. For 2. Done. Trigger. Yield all. Tezzeret trigger. Go to combat. Swing. For 6. Down to 5. I mean, we should just have lethal here now. I don't think they can win now. But we'll scoop it up. So this is Belcher. Win for game 1. Still confused by the Goblin. Relic out. Swamp out. Pithy Needle in. Stone Brain in. Dust out for Flute, maybe? Could also argue a Trinisphere. But Carnosphere's not bad here. Could argue a second Chalice. Actually, Dust might be good in case they go for the Dragonstorm. Dismember's kind of bad. Unless they're playing Ral. I forget if Red Belcher plays Ral. Shoot. I want to say the answer might be yes. So maybe just run it back like this. Yeah, let's do that. Like, I forget how much this plays like Storm and how much it plays like Belcher. Kind of mixture. 8 hits off top. Sure. It might be too slow, though, because they can win on turn 2. We'll keep. Oh. What? Huh. Fascinating. Chancellor of the Forge. Like, is it just, like, Red Belcher with Goblin backup? I wonder if it's like a budget Belcher deck, is my only thought. Like, Red Belcher I feel like is already budget as is, but, like, more budget? Weird. Very weird. So we're looking for map or tower off top with Devourer. Again, not sure if they'll be fast enough, but I guess we'll wait and see. Wait. No way. There's no way you kept a hand with no lands. There's no way. Stop it. Play a land right now. Play a land right now, opponent. Stop. Please. There's no way you kept a no-lander on the play. What is happening? What is happening? You have 7 cards in hand. It can't be that complicated. You put an MDFC on the board as a land. Probably tapped. Imagine if they just kept a no-lander of Chancellor in hand. That would be the funniest damn thing in the world. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, opponent. I was getting really concerned there for you. Lab, Mindstone, Tezzeret. I think we go Lab. I would love to go Tezzeret for a map, but I think Lab is right. We'll play Mine. Next turn, Lab into Flesh. Maybe there's a world where... Actually, I should have played Lab first. There might be a world where that was correct. Attack me with a Gob. Sure. Down to 18. You still have 7 in hand. One of which is the Chancellor. Mystic Peak. Bolt down to 17. I mean, he theoretically could have the win here, right? Oh, I understand now. Oh, I'm in danger. I understand. This explains the goblins. Okay. Yes. Do you have Belcher on too? You do. I need Needle or Bust. That's not a Needle. We're still going to have them play it out. Imprint the Devourer. So I guess I should have dismembered the Goblin. I would have never thought to have done so in my life. We'll pass. Do you have the 3rd land? Bull. Okay, let me see your deck. I'm just curious now. What is this? Wild. Prospector. Memnite. There's the Ironcrag feat. March of Reckless Joy. Empty the Warrens. Amiria's Call. Sunder Interruption. So yeah, it looks like the Gob's entire purpose is to be fodder for Infernal Plunge. Fascinating. Okay. Well, now we know. Now we better understand. I guess in that case, I do want the Swamp because they do have a land destruction spell. Maybe the Trinisphere? I think I still want Trinisphere for Karn to be able to pull. So yeah, let's run it back as is. But now we know that there is merit in killing the Gobs. On the play for game 3, I will keep. We're going to go dig into this K command to try and find Zikarn. You can always go Tezzeret for Needle as well. Opponent's thinking hard in their opener. Very hard. Either thinking or hardly thinking. I'm not sure which. So what we'll do as they continue to tink in the tank, we are going to take a quick pause and be back once they've passed priority. Alright, and we're back. Imprint the Sire. Play the Mind Stone. This allows us to go K Command X3 next turn. There's a peak. Are you going to Prospector? I might have to exile that. I genuinely might need to. There's a map. I will ramp and exile the Prospector. Wait, hold on. Do I want to ramp and exile? No, I want to scry draw exile, right? X equals 3. Prospector down. No Infernal Plunge for you. No plunging. Sacrifice for a red. That's fine. There's Tezzeret. There's a Power Plant. There's a Mind Stone. I'm going to say no to the Power Plant, no to the Mind Stone, but yes to the Tezzeret because we can find a Pithy Needle. Or Chalice. Or both. And pass. So we can play Tezzeret, play Temple, play Mind Stone, grab Needle, name Belcher. Mystic Forge down to 14. There's the Marshal. I will pass and draw Temple. Cast Tezzeret. Cast Mind Stone. Minus Tezzeret for Needle. Cast Needle, name Goblin Charbelcher. Trigger Tezzeret and pass. There's the Echo. Do you pay the echo cost? So Goblin Charbelcher is offline. I think we did see Wear and Tear, so they can Wear and Tear. They sacrifice the War Marshal. That's fine. They get another Gob. Next turn you can play Sire to protect the Tezzeret. Otherwise, we could just Tezzeret for Chalice on 2. That might not be the worst idea, honestly. Shadow Skull smashing. Do you bolt down to 11? No. The Gob will attack Tez. We'll draw. Oh, there's Chalice. So we'll play the Temple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just go Chalice on 2, yeah? Yeah. So let's go Chalice. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 2. Done. Trigger Tez. Opponent's thinking. Probably should have untapped the Mind Stone first before doing that. It's not the end of the world if they instant speed kill the Tez, though. Wear Tear the Needle. Yield all. No, there goes the Needle, which is a problem. We'll go map, trigger the Tez, untap the Mind Stone, and pass. Because now there is a very real possibility they just play land Belcher here. I wonder if I just crack the Mind Stone then. Either that or we crack the map for a land. Probably do that. Both at Tez. Tez at 2. That is fine. Stronghold tapped. End step, crack the map. I'll grab our last temple. And draw tower. In that case, we'll tap, untap the Mind Stone. Crack the Mind Stone, draw a card. Mine. I will play the temple, return the sire. We're still very much in danger here. And cast sire as 7 death. We'll pass. Alright. Do you have the Belcher? That is the question. Ironcrag feet. Belcher? I mean, there's only so much we can do. We needled name Belcher early. And unfortunately, we just were not able to get there. Even Scry drawed early. Another draw wouldn't have done it. One more. Oof. Double brick. Was there a world instead where I tried to go Chalice for 4? You need 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe? Maybe there was a world where we try and go for Chalice for 4 instead of Chalice on 2. But I don't think there was as much of a need to do that at the time, because we had the Needle and Belcher. And if they didn't have the Wear Tear in hand, the Chalice on 2 would have locked them out of the Wear Tear, and we would have had them locked down. So I think we played that correctly, but unfortunately they had the Wear Tear in hand in response to the Chalice. Unfortunate. Alright, well, that's a 2-3 record at the end of 5. Overall, not bad. Losses to Samwise, Energy, and then Red Belcher. This one definitely threw me for a little bit of a loop with the Mog War Marshal, but was a fun one nonetheless. That being said, overall thoughts on Tron right now. I mean, I feel like people are definitely prepared for Tron. I still think I prefer E-Ramp in the current meta, but Tron's fun. We'll keep on playing it and having a good time. But with that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you're enjoying the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we do continue to grow this channel. However, if you would like to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST. Though on Thursday, I guess it would have been earlier today when this video releases. Thursday, January 1st, I'll be live at 12 p.m. CST. But that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!